Earn, are you serious? Like, it's like she wants you to be lame? Really? You are lame. Hey everyone, it's Sharna from Pay Your Weights, and today I'm going to be reviewing Atlanta episode 4, Helen, and it was a lot going on, okay? It was just really sad. I just wanted to have a good laugh. To be honest with you, I thought this was going to be like a parody of Get Out or something, and then it just went in a whole different direction. I'm just all in my feelings tonight. But before I get into that, can we just have a quick discussion on how funny it is that 1800 sponsors Atlanta and that the commercial has Chance the Rapper like in the background, and it's kind of just like, dang, like did they all come up with this like parody of him on the show? Like, I just found it funny. I don't know if anyone else paid attention to that, but that's just my random thoughts that I have in my head. So tonight's episode, y'all. Okay, so basically Earn and Van are basically traveling to Helen, Georgia. And I've been to Helen, Georgia before. I've passed through Helen, Georgia because I was just like, what the hell is all of this? And that's actually how it looks. And I was just confused. I didn't have no backstory on what Helen, Georgia was. But yeah, so they're on their way to this like German festival. And in the car, you know what? Van had a good question. Like, are black women considered brunettes? Like, that's a good question. Are we like, do we fall in that category? Or is it just, we just black? I don't know. Like, we just black and we have black hair. I don't know. But I'm just saying, that was a really good question. So, but before that, Earn was like, he was putting in some little tongue work in the beginning of the episode, y'all. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, look at them all happy. And so she getting hers. Like, it's going to be a good episode. But no, you didn't want us to just be happy, okay? You wanted to break our hearts. And so they're at this festival, and Earn is already, clearly you can tell he really doesn't want to be there. He doesn't understand, like, why are these people dressed up? Like, what is going on? Why are you even into this stuff still? And y'all, when that girl walked up to Earn and touched his face and was like, oh my God, this is so good. She was like, oh, ma'am, first of all, don't be walking around people and touching their face. Don't touch my face. I don't know where your hand's been. I don't know who you are. Stop it. And when she would have did that, I'd be like, we gotta go. We gotta go because they're out of line. Even though she kind of told him like, hey, there's gonna be someone in blackface, but not that they were gonna think he was the person that was supposed to be in blackface. He just black, y'all. Like, I don't understand. So we see that, so Earn is like not feeling this. He's not feeling the whole thing. It's kind of getting on Van's nerves because she just like, dude, I do everything that you want to do, and you never want to do anything that I want to do. And so they're playing like this little ping pong game, and then Earn all in his little feelings because he lost and stuff. I was just like, what is the problem? And then I felt like, Earn, you saw that creepy ass dude in a little baby mask and you didn't say nothing? Like, that should have told you right there, he don't love you like that. He don't care about you like that. Because let me have seen something like I would have been running, tackling, like, get out the way. Somebody behind you, okay? So, okay, let's get on Van and her sister, Christina. Like, okay, so clearly they're biracial, and you can tell that Christina just really embraces her non-black side, and so she sees that there's something wrong with Van, and Van gets upset because they're having a conversation with one of her little white friends, and she was just like, oh, and this is Lottie's mother. And so she was just like, why would you reduce me to just being like a baby mama? Like, don't you feel like there's anything more to me? And then it's crazy too, because like this whole baby mama thing is just like, it took two people to create a child. So I really don't understand like how we just keep defining people like, oh, she's just a baby mama. Like, stop it, y'all, just stop it. And so her and Christina get into a discussion because Christina is just like, well, you chose your black side, and you know I'm with Dave, so she's kind of like, I chose my white side. And then Van's just like, but why? I didn't choose nothing. And it's just crazy how someone can be part of two different ethnicities and feel like they have to choose a side, as if you can't embrace both of your sides. Because whether you have your white husband or you have your white friends, you're still black. When people pass you in the street, they don't be like, oh, look at that biracial, like mainly Caucasian. No, you're a black woman. You still come off as a black woman. So I found the conversation very interesting, because it was almost as if Christina was in denial about a whole nother part of who makes her who she is. And even Van tried to tell her, like, hey, like, you kind of chose this side and you kind of look down upon your blackness, and you look down upon me because I also chose to hang around, you know, my black friends and go to black parties and embrace that side as well. And so she even told her, like, your friend Melanie was rude as hell. And I was like, even when she was like, yo, we got the tea, like, he stayed getting the tea, I was just like, no, we can't use that no more. But yeah, I just found the conversation to be very interesting. And I really, like, you know, I wonder, like, for people who are, you know, biracial, like, do you feel like you have to choose a side? It's almost like, you know, with the whole Jesse Williams thing when he was dating, I think he was at Minka Kelly or something. Everyone was so upset. I was like, guys, you do know that he's not just black, but everyone was so offended, like it was such a travesty that he would date someone from another race. And I just found it to be absolutely, like, crazy. And so I thought it was interesting that they decided to highlight, you know, that discussion between both of the sisters. And so we see in the course of the episode, clearly there's, like, tension, like, growing between, you know, Earn and Van. And then Earn gets in his feelings when she's talking to fine-ass Ben, the bartender, you know, and speaking in German. So I felt like during this episode, like, both of them have insecurities about where they are in life and what they're doing, that it reflects in their relationship. So for him not to be secure in the relationship that him and Van has, to even be jealous that she's speaking German to someone else, I just found that, like, so crazy. And even with Vanessa being insecure about not being a teacher, not having a job right now, it's just like you just got to figure out who you are before you can, like, be in a relationship and care for other people. And so that's why I felt like when she was talking to Ben and he was like, you have to love yourself. And I feel like a lot of people, I feel like in society, we feel so pressured to, like, be in a relationship, to be married, to live this happy life, that we're rushing just to find someone for the sake of saying, hey, I found someone to check that box, that we don't even know what we want, like, ourselves. Like, if you ask someone, like, what are you looking for in a person? Like, you won't be able to answer that until you know, like, who you are and what you want to be. And if you have that secure before you can even dedicate time to somebody else. And so we see that towards the end of the episode, you know, they have this falling out. Ern's like, we need to talk. And then, you know, Van is just like, hey, I want to be in a committed relationship. I want to be treated like a human being. I don't want to just be the woman that you have a baby with and you just fuck from time to time. And we don't have this, like, we don't have this relationship label. That's not what I want. And then Ern was just like, I mean, well, if that's what you want, like, I mean, I like the situation that we have now. And then she's like, it's always about you. And I feel like at some point, like, Ern is very selfish. He's selfish as fuck. Like, he really getting on my nerves this season. And it's just like, when he was just like, she's like, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of doing this, as anyone would be. Like, everyone has been in a situationship. And then you just get to that point where you're just like, what's the point? Like, I'm blocking meeting other people who are actually man enough to want to settle down and do right by me than to waste my time with you. And then Ern made a little dick move. It's like, well, you should do what you got to do. And I'm just like, as much as I wanted to hate Ern for saying that, I appreciate Ern for saying that, even if it was a dick move, because he was being honest with her about what he can do. And I feel the same for Ern. Like, Ern does not have his life together. He might be making money, and that's why I felt like when he was like, well, them concerts paying our bills, I'm just like, Ern, that was too much, because you weren't getting money, like, a couple of weeks ago. Like, even all of last season, she was taking care, she was holding it down. She was watching the baby, going to work, paying for the bills, and you weren't giving anything to the household. So I felt like that shot that he took at her, it was a bit much. And I didn't appreciate it because in the relationship, everyone's not going to be at 100%. And when you're down, I'm going to hold you down. And when I'm down, I expect you to hold me down. There's not going to be any tit for tat. And it really shows the immaturity in Earn and why he doesn't even deserve Van at all. And so, you know, then she was like, well, I'm going to play you for it. I said, bitch, this ain't no fucking Love and Basketball. What is Love and Ping Pong, German version? Like, no. I was so mad when she said that because it's just like, Van, just accept he cannot give you what you need. I'm not about to play you for no damn game to like get you to fight to be with me. Fuck that. You gave me your answer and that's what I'm gonna keep it moving. I just felt like that whole play me for my heart, that shit pissed me off. I was just like, listen to what he tells you the first time and just keep it moving and appreciate that he was being a dick enough to like tell you how he really felt. And so I don't know if I really want Van and Earn to get back together. I'm not opposed to it, but I just feel as though that I really need both of them to take time to work on themselves because even though Earn may be making money now, he doesn't have his shit together. He's a shitty manager. He's a shitty friend. He's a shitty baby. He's a shitty father. He's a shitty semi-boyfriend because he just don't have it together. I don't even think Earn knows like what he wants to do. And Van obviously doesn't know what she wants, but she knows that she doesn't want to be in this situationship. And so I just really need them to work on each other before I can even think about caring if they get back together. But I just felt like this is a really real episode. It was kind of heavy, y'all. Like, I felt like I was watching the episode of Insecure. Like, the only funny moments was just with the crazy, like, white people were saying to them, and then when Vanessa knocked the hell out of that wolf, because, sir, don't be sneaking up on me. I don't care about what tradition, what game it is. You're not about to sneak up on me like that, because you're going to get hurt like you did in this episode. But overall, I thought it was a very real episode. I think this episode is very relatable because I think everyone's either been an Earn or a Van at one point in time. So I appreciated them doing this, but I do need them to bring back the comedy because it was too much for me. They got me re-examining my life, okay? But as always, my name is Sharana from Pay Your Weight, and these are my thoughts on episode 4 of Atlanta. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I will see you soon.